All right. A warm welcome to everyone who is here. Um, Thanks for being so punctual. We are just waiting for a few people to join. Um, all right. Steph, would you like to start? Are you guys ready? Steph and Carter. Okay, great. Hey everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this workshop on the submission guide. We're very, very happy to see you here. So it looks like we are still waiting for a couple of folks to join us, so we'll give them a moment to hop in. So in the meantime, I'd like to welcome Carter and Stephanie from the ZEPETO team. They'll be guiding us through the entire submission process from the start to finish, covering everything from uploading your world to making a submission on the portal. So throughout the workshop, if you have any questions or need clarification on any aspect of the submission process, feel free to type them in the main chat. We'll make sure to address them at the end of the session or any point in time during the workshop. All right, so Carter, the stage is yours. You can start.
Carter, you're on mute.
Thank you. So if you guys don't already have this downloaded, you're gonna want to go ahead and download this submission guide that we've made for you guys. This will contain a lot of the links you're gonna need to go to kind of get familiar with the submission process. So first, let's talk about how to kind of submit the world. So if you haven't gone to this already, you're gonna need to go to ZEPETO Studio. This link will be provided, like I said, in this PDF. So if we go ahead and go into that, first thing we can do is go to manage contents. And this will usually have you sign in. If you go to this slide, you'll see you can sign in, or you may need to make an account if you don't already have one. And then once you're in, it'll take you to this page. This will be kind of your hub for managing your worlds, or if you even have items, let's say you uploaded some dresses or clothing items, these are also going to be managed here. But what we're going to do, because we're submitting a world for the World Jam, is we're going to go ahead and click on Create and then World, because we're submitting a world. And then there's a bunch of different options here, but we're not going to worry about these since we're submitting a world from Unity. So we're going to click Make Worlds with Unity. Now we're going to be taken to this page. Now this is super, super important that you guys get this right. The world ID cannot be changed after you've made this world. So if you take a look back to our PDF here, you'll see there is a specific layout that we need you to have this ID in. This is going to be super important. So it's going to be wjam2023.com and then your team name and then your world name. Now, you want to make sure you get this right on the first try. The world name can be changed, but the world ID cannot be changed. So please make sure that you guys get this right, or else your world may not be counted. So we could fill all of this out, and then I already have a world created, so I'm going to go over to that as an example, and then you'll kind of see a page like this. Now this is an already submitted world, but let's go to a draft version. You'll kind of see the rest of what we see. You're going to go ahead and want to fill out the world summary and world description. These can be changed, but you're just going to want to give users an idea of what your world is all about and kind of what it any other descriptions you may want to post here. Like I posted, it was created by me. What the world's kind of for, anything like that. Next up, you're going to want to upload a cover. This can be anything, but these covers and screenshots are going to be used to kind of display your world, give them a visual flair, and try to make these look nice because these are what people are going to want to click on. Next, you're going to give it a category. This just helps us kind of sort the world into our content. And then the rest of these you may not want to worry about. You can fill them out if you want to, but they're completely optional. And then let's go over to Unity to show you kind of how to upload this world. I'm not going to actually pull up Unity. I'll use these screenshots to kind of give you an idea. but you should already have the Zepeto plugin installed in Unity, and this is assuming your world is already completed, so surely you have this done by now. If not, I refer you to check out our previous guides and our guide page. You're going to want to go to the drop down arrow on our plugin, go to Open World Settings, and then over in the World ID tab, we're going to want to fill out all of this information. So in this case, again, it should be wjam2023.com, then whatever your company, your team name is, and then the world name. Now, to actually build our world, the first thing we're going to want to do is open up the build settings. You can go to File, Build Settings, and then Add Open Scenes. If you don't add the scene, then Unity doesn't even know to build the scene. So this is extremely important to set up and get correct. And then once we're all done with that, we're going to go over to the Publish button. Don't click build on this page. Clicking build on this page will not do what you need it to. We're going to want to go to publish on the actual plugin, which you can see at the top. And then we're going to click OK. And then on this step, you're going to actually want to click cancel when prompted. You can click upload. Sometimes it will work, but just for, our general safety, we usually use the guaranteed way to work, which is to click cancel. Let me explain that in a little bit further detail. If you click upload, it should automatically upload to your ZEPETO account and ZEPETO Studio, and you should automatically see it pop up here. But the other way to do it is to click cancel. If you go into your project folder, you have to find wherever that is, wherever you kind of created the Unity project. And then you go into build, zepeto.script, and then you'll see this file. You should be able to find it somewhere here in this folder. This is going to be your world ID that you made, your version number, and then you should see .zepeto package here at the end. And that's how you know you picked the right one. The version number is probably pretty important. You don't want to upload an old version. Make sure you get all this right, and then we're going to head over back to the studio. And then we can actually go over here and publish a file. Now for me, this is kind of an updated world. This isn't a new world. So it may look a little bit different for you guys. I believe if I head back over to here, you'll see it'll say new file registration. You won't have an option for the other one. And this is in the file registration tab. If you want to, it just scrolls down to it. And then once you have that set up, we can go ahead and click submit for our world. And now we're ready to head over to the project submission portal. So again, you can go to this link, and you must do this for your world to be counted. I'm going to go ahead and open this link up. And then we're going to fill out our email address. So in this case, I will go ahead. Oh, it doesn't seem like I can do this. I'll just use the screenshots for now. So we're going to go
I'll
ahead.
take over from here.
Oh, take over here from here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, so I'll take over screen sharing as well. Um, so yeah, so once you successfully hit that submit button on the studio, you will be going into the project submission portal, which is another important section of the whole submission process. So on the PDF file on the Google Slides, you will have this link linked. So once you click on this, you will be led to this page after you successfully log in to what Carter tried to attempt. So you can only access this page by keying in the email that you used for our registration. So make sure that you are registered before you attempt to make the submission. So once you get onto this portal, you're going to click create new submission, and I filled it out just a little bit. So this is what it's going to look like. So you're going to write in your team name. If you're not in a team or don't have a team name, just write your name or full name of whoever is going to be submitting this submission. And then number of members, you can select up to four because we allow groups of four. If you are solo, click one and you just only have to write in your name and your email. Let's say if you are in a team of, let's say, three, you'll be keying in your name and your email, but also your other two team members. So um, make sure that you know your team members' full name and email addresses that they use to register for the World Jam. Even though you are the sole submitter for this portal, your other team members have to still register. So keep that in mind. And then scroll down, you will key in the name of the world that you used on the studio to make the submission, as well as the world ID. Please make sure and double check that your world ID does correlate with the one that you made on the studio. And then you will be given two sections to write. One will be a description of your world. This is where you will write what genre it is, what style and key elements there are in your submission, and this is a place for you to also tell us how you were able to interpret and put in the theme that we have, which is dreams and nightmares. And then lastly, you will put in the gameplay. We have mentioned this in our opening ceremony where your world needs to have a core game loop, a core play loop. So please write what is the start and the end of your world submission. And then after you're done filling this out, you're going to click submit. Um, oh, sorry. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna re-click this. Click submit. But yeah, if you click submit, you'll be shown this. It's kind of a quick summary of the number of members, what your name is, and then your email. One thing to note, if you are in a team, only one person needs to submit the submission portal. That's either the team leader or someone who's in charge. So let's say you're in a team of four, not every four member has to submit this. So please keep that in mind. And then once you're done on this page and um, see that the previews are correctly done, then you're going to hit submit project. And then once you have done so, you'll be getting a confirmation email via email. So if you do not get that email in the next an hour or so, please reach out to us on Discord or via email. Um, that means there's some error or you have unsuccessfully submitted it. So please look out for the confirmation email, and that will be the end of the actual submission um, process. So I'll revert the mic back to Carter to go over how you can update your world if you think you made a mistake.
Is my mic good?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go back and share my screen again. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, if you made a mistake on your world and you kind of want to update it and kind of fix whatever happened, you can go through these steps and you should be able to do that pretty painlessly. Now the first step is to go back to the ZEPETO Studio site. And if we go over to here, you'll see my world. Let's click on it and go back down to manage release or file registration. Let me go back to the published version. There we go. You'll see your world like this. It'll look a little bit different on mine because mine actually got published. But if you look, it should say something like uh, submitted. I can't see an image for here, but this will be the only thing that's different. We're gonna click down this drop down, and for me it says cancel release, but for you it should say delete submission. This will kind of undo your submission for now, and be careful to re-upload this because if you don't re-upload it, your submission might not be counted. And then we're going to go back into Unity. Hold up one second. I'm just looking for the. There we go. We're gonna open this back up. Go to open world settings, and we're gonna change the version number. Um, this can be to whatever you'd like, but in this case, we'd usually go from 0.1 to 0.2. And then you're gonna go back, kind of go through the same upload process that we went through earlier, which in this case, go to the top, click publish. Are you sure? Okay. You can do the same thing here. You can again try upload if you want, but generally cancel and then finding the file and then re-uploading this. Oh, this is actually, they delete it here, but yeah, you can see, click the drop down, delete file. And then now we can go to that new file registration that we did originally. and then it should be resubmitted. You should see the new version number, and you should be all good to go. Click submit again, and then just make sure that it says release or submitted like this. And then awesome, I'm gonna hand it back to Stephanie to how to download the World Jam app.
Thank you, Carter. Let me share my screen again. Cool. So, one thing special about our World Gem is that we made a separate app where everyone can see World Gem submissions in one place. So, if you have our current ZEPETO app, that is great. Please keep it on your phone. But for our World Gem, we made a higher version of the app where you will be able to see all the submissions in one place and not just have to search around. So, this is a guide on how to download it. Um, so we have two links, of course, one for Android and one for iOS. This link will be in the submission guide that we'll provide after the session. But for Android, you can download this World Gem specific app by clicking this link over here. After you're done downloading, you might see a message that pops up that says, "Do you want to update this app?" Please click update. This might override your existing Zepeto app that you have on your phone. So please keep that in mind. And then you should be good to go and access the Rotom app. If you are on iOS, you will be able to download it by clicking the link over here in purple. Once the app is fully downloaded and once you click on the app, you might see this pop up that says Untrusted Enterprise Developer. Um, we promise you there are no bugs, no viruses on our app. So, how to beat this problem is go to your device setting, go to General, go to VPN and Device Management, click on Snow USA Inc., and then click Trust Snow USA Inc., and you should be able to access the app right after. So, that is how you download the WorldGem app. And then how do you check and see your submissions and everyone else's WorldGem submissions? Is you will just log into this new World Gem Zepeto app with your existing Zepeto ID, or if you want to make a new one, that's fine as well. And once you go in, you will first see a pop up banner. Once you pull in or on the home page, you will see a banner that's for the World Jam. And then when you go to the World tab, you will also see a big banner on the very top. So you click any of these three banners, you will see all these submitted worlds. It will just redirect you automatically to this page, which on top will say Zepeto World Gem Fall 2023. So this is essentially where you will find your submissions. So do check after you submit your world on Studio if it pops up. It might take a few minutes, up to 5 minutes, especially also when you update. The update might take a bit to show on the app. So please keep that in mind. If you have any troubles trying to update your world or even submit your world and see it on the actual app, please let us know on Discord help desk and we will work with you to work on the problem. But yeah, that being said, that is basically the end to our World Gem Submission Guide workshop. I will revert the mic back to Levine.
All right, thanks, Carter and Stephanie, for preparing this workshop and guiding us through the submission process. The steps are very clear and very easy to follow. I hope everyone is now more familiar with the steps in making a submission. I'm just going to drop the link to the guide. The Google Slide link is over here. You can have a look. So just as a reminder to everyone as well, this workshop has been recorded. So if you want to revisit any part of it, you have that option. So especially those who came in late, you might have missed a few steps. So do take a look at the presentation slides and the step-by-step guide. So now the floor is open for questions. We are approaching the final stretch. So take this opportunity to clarify as much as possible with regards to the submission process. So we are here to answer any of your questions. So do ask away.